We NFC's chance, baby! Oh. Yes, sir. Let's go! Alright. Enough of the shenanigans, man. Welcome back to the I Am Bruce Leroy channel. Before we get started with today's video, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe before I kick y'all ass the way Detroit did the 49ers yesterday and the way we did the Cowboys on Sunday. Nah, I'm just playing. You already know I do already. Follow me on all my social medias, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all the shenanigans on social medias at I Am Bruce Leroy. We didn't start on the intro. Let's go! Kamehameha! I'm sorry, my fault. Anyway, I'm excited as hell, man. NFC East champs once again, like I said. We locked in a number 2 seeds. A good chance you might be seeing either Green Bay or Washington in the wild card. It's most likely going to be Green Bay. But anyway, we in, man. I remember last year. In 7 weeks, we became the worst team in football. We was getting our ass beat. Y'all remember James Bradbury? It was getting torched like the Olympics and shit. It was like Ricky Bobby, I'm on fire. Ain't nobody can put that shit out. They tried to tell that nigga he wasn't on fire, he was just getting his ass beat. Motherfucker was getting burned like a nigga who can't cook, trying to toast some Texas toast, man. We came a long way. And we here. Starting from the bottom. Now we here. 0 to 100. Real quick. I need a moment. I need a moment of silence. Alright. Let me chill out. Alright, man. Let's get into this video, man. Now, before we get into talking about this game, I don't think it's going to be a super long video today. Let's see. We'll see what happens. If it is, who gives a fuck, right? Like, I don't... By the way, real quick before I get into today's content, I'm going to apologize to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Christmas threw my scheduling off when it came to having to work and get the... And literally, I didn't even have time to shoot a video. It's not an excuse. I should have got the video done. And literally, I could have got it done on Friday, but I was tired as shit. It's not an excuse. I think moving forward... I'm going to do a better job on making sure that I get these videos done, they get edited the way it's supposed to and being on time. And worst case scenario, if they're late, it's not something because of me. It's going to be because of, you know, if I'm working a lot or some shit like that, right? But from here on out, I'm going to hold myself accountable as far as making sure that everything gets done the way it's supposed to, okay? Now, let's start getting, so before we get to the, fuck. I wasn't starting for the first couple minutes. I just fucked up. You fucked up, man. Turn your back on me. Don't play. All right, so let's get to this video. So a couple things happened I would like to discuss. The first thing, I like to discuss Eric Dickerson. Bro, so for those that don't know why I'm talking about Eric Dickerson, for those that have been kept out the loop, right? Like most of y'all that's watching me should know, okay? But in case y'all don't, by the way, in case I didn't mention it, I'm gonna make sure that either today, Tuesday, or tomorrow we should have both of them. Like the goal is at the very least on New Year's is to have the Dallas video already up, so I can just shoot content off of that, do the shorts like I normally do. So I'll make sure I do better moving forward. But going back to the point I was trying to make. So for those that don't know, Eric Dickerson has the all-time rushing record in a single season. Saquon is closing in on that, right? So they asked him about it, and he basically was like, he said, yeah, I'm rooting for him, I guess, but, you know, I really don't want him to break my record and things of that nature, right? It just, it was weird. It was almost like a backhanded compliment. Here's the reality situation, okay? Mr. Dickerson, that record, it doesn't really fucking matter. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. A number and some writing, maybe in some engraving or some fucking, like, it really don't matter at the end of the day. I promise you, when we die, none of the accomplishments that we do here on Earth is going to matter. It's really not. It's not that serious. For you to be sitting up there like, I don't really want to break the record. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. If he breaks it or doesn't break it, which most likely he will. But if he doesn't, like that's cool too. But here's a reality situation, right? It doesn't matter. Because here's the reality situation. Like, okay, I can understand if you two are playing in the same era, but you're not. You played in the 80s and the early 90s, okay? Bro, your time is over with. Right? So I could see why you would be super competitive or whatever. Like, yeah, I get it's your record, whatever, but like who really, like it doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day. I promise you, it's not as important as you might think it is. It's really not. I don't even think Saquon, who's about to break the record, gives a shit about it like that either, and he's still playing. So at the end of the day, it's just coming off like you're a hater. Because like you're trying to place importance on some shit that really it doesn't do anything for anybody, right? It's like it's nice to celebrate. It's like a nice topic of discussion about sports, but really life goes on. Dude, you had a chance. You had your opportunities when you played. You are a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest running backs of all time, top 10. Like honestly, if you don't put him in your top 10, you don't know football. He's definitely a top 10 running back of all time. You had an outstanding career. But, you know, your time's up, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, yo, it's Saquon's time, it's Derrick Henry's time, it's Josh Jacobs' time, you know what I'm saying, Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, like, it's their era now. Your era is over with. So you try to hold on or try to make it seem like it's a bigger deal than what it actually is. It's just kind of like, it's kind of stupid. Like, I have to keep it real with you. Like I don't understand why you... I can't wrap my head around why you're so adamant. Like, I don't want to break my record. Like it doesn't fucking... Whether he does or does not, you don't lose out on anything, dude. You're a Hall of Famer. Like, you have the yellow jacket already. Like, everything that you've done, people like football fans celebrate it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to hold something of importance that really is, one, not that important, and two, is really nothing your ass can do about it. So, like, low-key, and then he's like, well, it's just common sense. Like, yeah, but, like, bro, like, your era's over with, dude. And here's another thing I'm tired of people saying, too. And literally, if I see this, I'm probably going to see it one more time. I'm going to throw my fucking phone across the room. Shut the fuck up about Eric Dickerson. Talking about some, like, yeah, Eric Dickerson did it in 16 games. Well, it's 17. Let me tell you something right now. And this is what I have realized as an Eagles fan. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. The only people that have truly liked the Eagles, I mean genuinely fuck with the Eagles, is the fans and the players, whether they are currently playing, whether they play for us. Those are really the only people that actually genuinely give a shit about the Eagles. Like we're hated so much. I bet you if it was fucking Josh Allen, and no disrespect, like he's playing great this season. I've had my criticisms about him in the past, and I've apologized for it. He's having arguably not even arguably, he's having the best season of his career, if you ask me. But if it was any of y'all favorite teams, the Chiefs, Mahomes, it was Brady, or like maybe a team that like y'all would like, and hell, even the Cowboys, y'all would give them their credit. Just because, like, Saquon's on the Eagles, y'all just want to fucking hate. It don't matter if the nigga did it in 16, 17, or 18 games. If you got the fucking record, you got the fucking record. Because at the end of the day, he can't help how many games. That's a dumbass thing to do. Be like, yeah, I'm not going to go for the record because Dickerson did it in 16 games and I want to give him respect. Man, fuck that respect. Ain't no R-E-S-P-E-C-T over here. Hell the fuck no. We do not respect our elders over here. No, nigga. 17, listen. Number one, nobody asked the NFL to extend it to 17 games. Nobody asked for this shit. I don't, like, listen, I love football. I like football a hell of a lot more than basketball, just kind of up and down. But I love football a lot. I love watching football. I'm a huge, like, not just the Eagles fan. I'm a huge fan of football, just period. Like, I love players from other teams, pause. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely love watching the games. Okay? I love the game of football, period. I'm a huge fan of the NFL and all that. But here's a reality situation. Bro, you cannot hold it against somebody because the NFL decided to make up an extra game. It doesn't fucking matter. It genuinely doesn't matter, right? And then some people put arguments like, yeah, well, Saquon, he's gonna do it in less carries. Like, it don't matter how you slice it. If he breaks the record, he breaks the fucking record. Go cry. A lot of y'all niggas teams is not even in the playoffs. A lot of y'all niggas teams is not even better than ours. But y'all want to sit up here and keep hating on fucking Saquon and the Eagles. Like, y'all niggas, y'all are really sad. Like, I wish you had like a box. I wish I had my box of Kleenex in there so I could hand it to y'all like AJ Brown did. Because y'all niggas gotta stop fucking crying. Every time y'all want to top like cry, why did Saquon get a chance to play 17 games? It's not fair. Motherfucker, take that shit up with Goodell. What you getting on us for? What you mad at Saquon and mad at the Eagles for? No, like, nigga, like, listen. If he got a chance to break the record in 17 games, go for this shit, right? So that brings it, but yeah, I'm tired of seeing that shit. If he has the record, he has the record, right? Whether it's like he did it in less care, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it doesn't matter. If he has what's the matter, daddy? But listen, it doesn't matter. If he has the goddamn record, he breaks the record, he breaks the fucking record. Go cry somewhere. Nobody gives a shit about y'all crying. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. They got the record. At the end of the day, Saquon doesn't really give a shit about the record the way y'all think y'all do, okay? And real situation is, we're looking at the fucking, we're trying to get a Super Bowl. Listen, we're trying to hold that goddamn Lombardi at the end of the day. We don't give a shit about no fucking, like, listen, the record is nice to talk about. It's nice to celebrate. It's a nice accomplishment for Saquon Barkley and his football team for all the hard work that they put in this whole season. And, you know, it's a nice thing to celebrate, but really, bro, we try to come bring the goddamn parade back in Philly. Now, listen, I know I live in Chicago. I'm just saying, we try to have a parade back in Philadelphia. We don't give a fuck about this or the record like that. We don't care. So it's like, stop fucking crying. He gets the record. The record belongs to him, whether y'all like it or not. If y'all don't like it, go fucking cry. Go like, eat a fucking bowl of ice cream and go watch some goddamn The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, some shit. Like no, nobody gives a fuck. I'm sorry, but yeah, moving on from that. Here's another thing I'm tired of people doing, right? And this is ESPN. And this is probably the last thing I'm talking about before I get into this game. I'm sick and tired of ESPN and mainstream media keep switching their MVP over and over again. Here's the reality situation. This is my definition of what an MVP is. The most valuable player is undeniably, in a single season, the best player in the NFL. A large amount of that has to do with a regular season award, but to me, I kind of put playoffs too, because it's like, if you put up all these stats and then you don't even do at least a decent job in the playoffs, I'm not giving your ass the MVP, right? You got to be at least decent. Of course, your performance isn't going to be better in the playoffs than in the regular season, just because teams already have like multiple games of film on you. Maybe you probably played that team before and they kind of like know your tendencies, whatever the case may be. And also there's an extra incentive to play hard because everybody's trying to get to a Super Bowl. So, of course, I'm not expecting your stats to be better than a regular season traditionally. But as long as it's not like a complete collapse or like, damn, you were great in regular season and you're just like fucking just trash in the playoffs, to me, you're the MVP. The MVP to me, who's the best player in the league? What it has become now is really a quarterback award. And it's a quarterback award based upon politics and fan favorites, right? I'll give you another example. Do I honestly think that Zach Bond's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, even though I feel like he deserves it? No. You want to know why? Because nobody really knows about Zach Bond outside of this year. So because a lot of fans are casuals and they don't really watch the game, they just watch the highlights and shit, they don't really understand the game like that. So because Zach Bond is a name that people are not, a lot of these young people are like, who? Because of that, he's not going to even probably be in the top 2, maybe 3 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting. Even though he should, in my opinion, he might be Defensive Player of the Year. If not, I guess you would give it to TJ Watt. But if we're talking about dominance, I haven't really seen a player be as dominant this year outside of Zach Bond. Like, we're talking about consistent. Like, he's had his off games, but consistency, he can cut. Like, there's nothing that Zach Bond can't do. So if you ask me, I think he should win Defensive Player of the Year, or at least be top 2. I can't put him any lower than 2. I'm sorry. If you watch the games, you understand football. I'm not putting him any lower than number 2 on that voting list. So if it's not him, then I guess we'll give it to T.J. Watt. Whatever. I'm cool with it, right? Because T.J. Watt's been robbed of some Defensive Players of the Year just because everybody like loves Aaron Donald. So they gave him a couple when really T.J. Watt should have won at least one of those 2 they gave it to him. But What I hate about mainstream media, and Darren Orlovsky was like, so Joe Burrow is having a pretty good, like his team is really bad, most of the time because of the defense. His team is not doing good, playoff wise. You understand what I'm saying? So, well, sorry, my fault. I said some shit I said some shit that didn't make sense, like my stutter. But anyway, going back to the point, his team's not making the playoffs. Okay. So he's having a great season statistically. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not hurt. He's doing the best he can to help his team, but his team's not going to the playoffs. Okay, they're holistically speaking, they're not a good team. They got a great offense, but you know it takes 2 sides of the ball, and defense wins championships. I don't give a shit what nobody say. Okay, so here's a reality situation. Okay, I'm sick and tired of. So Darren Orlovsky was so. Joe Burrow had a really good game. I'm trying to remember who did he. It was Denver. So he had a really good game against Denver. Him and Bo Nix was going back and forth, and he had a really, really good game. Joe Burrow, right? And Joe Burrow, he's definitely a top 3, maybe top 5 quarterback in this league. Okay. One thing I will say though is this: you can't get a Most Valuable Player of the Year award to somebody whose team is not going to the fucking playoffs. Doesn't make sense. Unless they break every fucking record. Like, they have the touchdown record, they have the Triple Crown. The touchdown record, the passing yard record, and completion percentage. If they don't have those, there's no way in the hell that you give them the Most Valuable Player of the Year award. You just can't, because their team's not going to the playoffs. So you have to have both. You have to have your individual performance has to catapult your team to more wins. And again, yes, if you watch football, because it's a lot of dumbass, even on mainstream sports, people like, yeah, well, Joe Burrow, you know, at the end of the day, he's not winning games, so he's not like, hey, man, shut the fuck up. Like, listen, it takes everybody on both sides of the ball to come together. Football is a team sport, not an individual sport. I know we place a lot of blame and criticism on the quarterback, but sometimes it's not the quarterback. Sometimes it's the coaching. Sometimes it's the, had a bad game. Sometimes it's the O-line. Sometimes it's the running back. Sometimes the wide receivers ain't catching the goddamn ball. Sometimes the defense ain't holding up their end of the bargain. Sometimes the kicker keep missing goddamn kicks. So it's a whole array of things that could, a whole array of factors that could determine whether or not a team wins or loses a football game. It's not just the quarterback. And I'm tired of these knuckleheads, but like, with Darren Orlovsky talking about something, Joe Burrow, that's the MVP. Hold on now, not Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Those are the MVP. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't get a Most Valuable Player of the Year award to a player whose team is not making the playoffs. That makes no fucking sense. Okay, so because at the end of the day, the most valuable player, their play has to lead to team success. And unfortunately for Burrow, as great of a season he's having, it's not necessarily translating that into the win column, right? Whether you want to blame him, whether he has some blame, all the blame, however y'all want to slice it, I don't think it's his fault. I think it's maybe less than 10% his fault, to be quite honest with you. It's more or less the defense not really holding up their bargain as a whole unit. They got some players like Hendrickson, but as a unit, they need to be better, especially on that back end. But yes, I'm really tired of everybody flip-flopping. First, it's like, oh, Lamar Jackson. And then next week, oh, Josh Allen. Then it's Lamar Jackson. Oh, hold on, it's Joe Burrow. Then it's Saquon. It's like, yo, listen, here's a reality situation, too. Like, listen. Josh Allen's having a terrific season. His numbers don't look better than Lamar Jackson. Okay, so as great as the season he's having, and I'm very happy for Josh Allen, right? As critical as I have been of him as the past, because he's not done enough with the players he's had on the team on both sides of the ball. I've been critical of him for that. He's had a terrific season, and he's on top of it. He's not doing a great job of not turning the ball over, and that's the big difference between this year and the year prior and all the years prior, is that he's making it a priority to take care of the football. Now, as great of a season Josh Allen is having, he's not having a better year than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson about to get 1,000 yards fucking rushing and has more touchdowns and more passing yards than Josh Allen. So how the fuck can you give Josh Allen the MVP over it? But and also, here's a reality situation. You can't just throw fucking Saquon out because you're so obsessed with these quarterbacks. The nigga did a backwards fucking hurdle and has 2,000 yards and is about to get the record. You can't just excommunicate him out the damn conversation. Joy Taylor hit the nail right on the head, right? I thought she was on some bullshit with her take, but like, you know what? Listen, she's good enough. She can attract the man that she wants. Whatever. That's not my business. Like, listen, as long as if you're able to get what you want, man, I ain't got nothing else to say, right? As much as I don't like it, it ain't my business to like it or not like it. If you can get the man that you want, hey, it is what it is. But her take was horrible on that. But bottom line, we're gonna stick to football here. She was spot on. She said, yo, if Saquon was a quarterback, Saquon definitely checks all the boxes. Right. You know, we were talking about him being MVP, but y'all just stopped talking about not because, and here's the real situation. The last couple games, it wasn't really Saquon's fault, right? Saquon took a knee to the helmet. Saquon took a helmet to the knee. There's nothing you can do about that. Like, your run is not going to be the same, right? And then on top of that, the next time the quarterback is not, Kenny Pickett was playing so bad that when the defense stacked the box, and then also the play call, you can't have everybody close together. You got to spread it out. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really like how they kind of like, you gotta try to find different ways to run a ball. And on top of that, your quarterback has to play better. So that way, you know, the defense can't just stack the box for Saquon Barkley. Does that make sense? And on top of it, if you're trying to run the same RPO offense as you would with Jalen Hurts, and Kenny Pickett is not a mobile quarterback, you're setting the team up for failure. Because the whole purpose of an RPO is that the quarterback and the running back is a threat. But when you run an offense where you're running an RPO offense with a quarterback that isn't very mobile, you kind of look stupid. Now, but yeah, that really pisses me off. I'm tired of mainstream media doing this shit. Like, at the end of the day, just because Saquon's Barkley's a running back, you got to look at his work from week 1 all the way up to now. And there needs to be consistency. Again, we always can change our minds, but you're doing this shit every fucking week. And it's not even about, you're not even being objective at this point. You're just playing politics, and it's fucking irritating to watch. All right, man. So let's get into this game. All right. So let's talk about so Kenny Pickett, man. I owe you an apology, bro. Like, listen, I gotta keep it real. That you threw a really fucked up pass, but listen, you made up for it when it counted because he played outstanding. And I was nervous. I'm like, yo, why the fuck ain't Tanner McKee playing, right? And also, I also thought that people gave the benefit of the doubt too much to Kenny Pickett. Like, people was like scared to call a nigga trash. I'm like, yo, he was garbage last game. Like listen, let's not get it fucked up here. That nigga was trash. And yes, I strongly believe Kenny Pickett should have started over him. Matter of fact, Tanner McKee should have started over him. Not only that, I still stand on the fact that Tanner McKee should have been quarterback number 2. And we'll talk about Tanner McKee later on in this game, right? But, you know, I have to give credit when credit is due. And yes, I owe Kenny Pickett an apology, right? And here's the reality situation. I think what everybody's missing the point is, it's like, we understand he's not going to be better than Jalen Hurts. We understand that he's going to make more mistakes than a traditionally elite starter would make. I understand that. But we're looking for competency. The problem with Kenny Pickett was he wasn't showing any competency whatsoever, right? A good example of this would be like Taylor Heineke when he was on Washington, right? Not the best. He did have some games where it's like you know, you could tell that you're a backup. But he showed competency. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I was looking for out of Kenny Pickett. I didn't see it in the preseason. And I damn sure didn't see it the last game, right? Yes, I think the play call was very fucking stupid to be able to sit up there and, you know, you're having guys too close together when you're trying to run the ball against everybody stacking the box. You keep trying to run an RPO offense when Jalen is not on the field and you got a lesser mobile quarterback in Kenny Pickett. Yes, I agree that the play caller to an extent didn't help him, but Kenny Pickett, from the most part, has shown that he's not a good quarterback. He has not even a shred of actual skill. So what I was looking for with some sort of competence, right? Something that like, okay, you can, if anything goes wrong, you're competent enough. You have enough skills to play the backup quarterback position, because when he was throwing, he was holding on to the ball way too goddamn long, taking unnecessary sacks, throwing some hospital balls to A.J. Brown. Like, he was fucking horrible. He was horrible. He threw a stupid-ass interception. Like, fuck the X's and O's. Like, I was looking for him to be like, yo, are you competent enough to actually play, to be an NFL quarterback? That's what I was looking for out of Kenny Pickett. And he showed it. He had a fantastic game. He made some really, really good throws. Was he perfect? Hell no. But and here's another thing, too, and I got to come to his defense on this. I see the NFL and all these other dumbass mainstream media like, oh, look at the time where he weirdly threw the ball and almost was a fumble. The motherfucker had a good game. Where is the motherfucking vitriol? Where's the clips out of Cooper Rush playing like shit? Where's the clips of Cooper Rush throwing a fucking easy interceptions to motherfucking Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? You gonna keep it fair, keep it all the way to fuck fair. Don't just sit up there and just target one person, particularly when the fact that Kenny Pickett, outside of that, you know, that weird-ass situation, maybe the first couple drives he didn't play too good, he had a great fucking game. Not only did he have a great game, he showed toughness. The nigga played with broken fucking ribs and was playing probably the best football I've ever seen him play, maybe out of his whole goddamn career, to keep it all the way fair with you. It probably was like, that was quite arguably was probably the best fucking game of his whole career. Like, no bullshit. So shout out to Kenny Pickett, man, and my apologies, bro. Listen, you don't have to lie to the scoreboard and get fight and act like fucking Sam Darnold. Okay, I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for a run where that brief run what Josh Dobbs did in Minnesota. I'm not looking for that. Just show competency, right? Make good decisions with the football. Don't do stupid shit. That's all I was asking. I'm not asking you to be Jalen Hurts. I'm not asking you to be Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, or Herbert. I'm not asking for all that. Or Mago. I'm not asking for that. Just show competency and make good decisions. And he actually did really, really well. So salute to Kenny Pickett, not just for his play, but also for his toughness as well. Tanner McKee. Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. And no disrespect, I love Jalen Hurts to death. But his intermediate game is way fucking better than Jalen Hurts. The deep ball, Hurts got that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he put that motherfucker right in the bread basket like a goddamn picnic. But I gotta keep it all the way 1,000 with you, man. Kenny Pickett throws his intermediate short game is way fucking better than Hurts. I'm just keeping it real. That nigga get the ball out of his hands. And one thing about Tanner McKee that I love the most, that he ain't fucking scared to throw the ball. That nigga came out swinging. Well, one thing I was a little bit afraid of, too, because I saw it in a game where Kenny Pickett finally got injured. And here's the thing, too. Listen, I'm going to give Micah Parsons the benefit of the doubt. A lot of y'all are saying that, Kenny Pickett got late hit. No. I'm going to keep it real with you. I've seen what Micah Parsons did to Kenny Pickett. I've seen that shit pretty much every Sunday, and it doesn't get called. Like, to me, that's like it was close to being a late hit, but I'm going to have to, as an Eagles fan, I have to kind of give Parsons a little bit of a break on that, because oftentimes when, like, you can slightly hit him a little bit late. He didn't hit him late to the point where it was fucking egregious. Now, that face mask to Devontae Smith, oh, hell no. For that not to be called, that was some bullshit. By the way, the refs are some bitches. They're bitches. All of them. Biatches. All of them motherfuckers. Like, like, I'm telling you right now, the refs, like, they started off calling good, but that second half, they was calling like shit. That Dickerson holding, and the funny thing is, Fox didn't even show what the fuck Dickerson did. That's how you know it was on some bullshit. They didn't even show what the fuck he did. They didn't even show the whole. They showed some shit. I forgot what they showed, right? And then like they showed another thing where it's like I think Tanner McKee could have thrown a touchdown, or Kenny Pickett could have threw a touchdown to AJ Brown. No, matter of fact, that was the play. If I'm not mistaken, it was the AJ Brown shit, and they called it back for a Dickerson hold, which was complete bullshit. And then on top of that, bro. What's the name? I think crossed the plane. Kenny Pickett was like, oh, he didn't cross the plane. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, the ball's goddamn over the fucking plane. What are y'all talking? So, yeah, the fucking refs do not like us whatsoever. I'm just keeping it real. So that was some bullshit. But yeah, Tanner McKee, man, we've seen this shit 2 years in a row in the preseason. And I'm going to keep it real with you. And listen, I'm not going to talk shit about Nick Sirianni. I have my gripes with him when it comes to his play calling and his decision-making at times. And my fucking stuttering at times. Like, I have a problem sometimes with his decision-making as a coach at times. Especially the X's and O's is just not his thing. But I'm going to tell you something, man. This is the truth. He definitely, what he did not starting Tanner McKee over Kenny Pickett was the equivalent of what he did when he started Kenneth Gainwell over fucking DeAndre Swift. When he bring DeAndre Swift on the fucking team, you don't let that nigga sit the bench. He got to start. The same thing here. Like, yo, if your third quarterback is playing better than your second, I don't give a fuck how much money you gave this nigga. You got to play the right guys. That's one thing I like about Vic Fangio, too. Now, outside of the fact that players are actually developing under his system, which has not happened for like the last 4 or 5 years. Not only players are actually developing and they're playing the right way, he will sit your ass down if you're not playing good. He don't give a fuck how much you're getting paid. Even Slay said this too, and I love that. Like, bro, stop fucking playing guys that can't fucking play. If they can't play, I don't give a fuck how much money you paid them. Sit their ass down. You don't just hurt the fucking team because, oh, well, he's getting paid $15 million. I have to pay him. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Hell no. Sit that nigga down if he can't play. So, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Tanner McKee, man, he could be a spot starter. Like, he could be, like, have, like, a little Cooper Rush role. By the way, Cooper Rush played like shit. I don't know why the fuck the Cowboys, like, listen, I understand that Trey Lance needs to develop, but, like, you're not helping your situation when your quarterback, Kate, is mediocre as fuck. You're playing like garbage, and you just keep him in the game. Bro, I don't even know if because I turned off the game at, like, 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. At the 2-minute warning, I don't even know if they even played the nigga or not. He got one attempt for one completion, but I don't know if they even fucking played Trey. Like, at some point in time, bro, you gotta play Trey Lance. I don't know why you're not doing it. It makes no fucking sense to me. Like, I understand again. Like, he looks like he in Tanner whatever that fucking guy name is. Trey Lance. He needs to continue to develop, but you don't just leave somebody in the fucking game playing like shit. I'm sorry, you just don't do that. All right. Now, moving forward, yeah, so Tanner McKee played great, man, but I've been knew he was capable of this shit, and, yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I'm very impressed. Regular season to come up in there, and everyone's like, oh, my God, even the third quarter, even Ian Brook, no. Yeah, matter of fact, I think, what's the name who was interviewing A.J. Brown, NFL, he was like, even Ian Brook did, no. Y'all don't know shit about our team. Shut the fuck up. Every Eagles fan that watched these games know that Tanner McKee was put. The one thing that surprised you was Kenny Pickett's performance. That's what surprised you. But it's a fucking surprise me how nigga, that's Tanner McKee at his fucking. That nigga was slinging that fucking rock like a goddamn 80s crack. That's what that nigga was working with Nino Brown the fucking Carter. Like, I swear to God, that nigga was slanging that bitch. Pause. But y'all understand what I'm saying, bro. Hey, Tanner McKee, man, salute. And salute to you, Kenny Pickett, and I apologize for, being so hard on you. Pause. But yeah. Saquon, I thought the defense did a pretty good job for the most part. And I will give Michael Parsons credit on this, even though, like, he's mad delusional. He needed to just say GG's because y'all got y'all asses beat, right? They did keep Saquon on the wraps for, like, the first 2 quarters, at the very least the first half. Really, the second half, the third and fourth quarters when Saquon started picking up some steam. And then the fourth quarter, they did a really good job of going back to what worked, which I think they need to do more of this. They started going back to counter pulls, which was what we did in the Washington game in the very beginning when Jalen Hurts was playing. And they just go away from it. They just keep doing inside zone over and over again. And they went back to counter pulls, and it actually worked. Matter of fact, the drive where he finally got 2,000, by the way, congratulations for Saquon Barkley for getting 2K yards for sure. And also, my opinion, real quick, I think Saquon definitely should 100% go for that record. For sure. Like, I understand people's concern about the possible injury. Nah, he should go for the record. It's 111 yards, bro. I think he can definitely get that in the first half. It's just fucking Giants defense. Like, we can 100% get that for sure. And Jalen Hurts going to be back. And I hope Sirianni plays Jalen Hurts too, by the way. I hope he doesn't sit him out because he can't be too cold going into the playoffs. It's just not a good look for us. Okay. But yeah, Saquon was outstanding in the second half, and that fourth quarter, he just blew the whole lid wide the hell open. A.J. Brown played great. And here's another thing to people that people are not, I don't know why I say great. Niggas like a fucking rugrat. But yeah. I don't know why people are not mentioning how great Devontae Smith was catching every fucking thing. Like, I'm talking about, see, this is why when Devontae Smith had a bad game, or he didn't have a bad game, he just had a bad moment, I don't sweat this shit. Bro, he my favorite wide receiver in the NFL for a fucking reason. That nigga, he work hard, he tough as shit. He's actually, his blocking is getting better. And, bro, he, like, bro, like, that nigga, bro, he could play #1 on, like, 80 to 90% of these fucking football teams. Like, we have 2 #1s. Don't get it fucked up. I don't care about what other bitch-ass fans say. We got 2 #1s playing on our team. Put some respect on the Slim Reaper name. Slim Reaper! All right, my fault. But I had to get that out. But, yeah, just, like, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, like, he's him. Like, no question about it. But, yeah. So, outside of that random-ass outburst, A.J. Brown played outstanding. So did by the way, this is what I told y'all. I'm going to tell y'all. I told y'all 3 videos in a row. I'm going to tell y'all this again. We don't need another fucking tight end. We don't need a drafted tight end. We need a solid veteran backing up that's a reliable pass catcher and actually can block. I'm telling you this right now to your face. Calcaterra, when I love Goddard and I want Goddard to stay for as long as possible. But if Goddard leaves or they decide to part ways with him, Calcaterra is #1. It's a #1 tight end. I've been told y'all this shit. And Kenny Pickett threw a ball. It wasn't perfect. Calcaterra did a elite one-handed grab like it was fucking nothing. So y'all gotta stop with, oh, we gotta draft a tight end. No. Y'all watch the games, bro. Calcaterra's been damn near fucking flawless. Every time Goddard said, like, bro, he's so good. We don't even understand or remember that, yo, Goddard is actually not playing. We forget it because of how fucking good Calcaterra is playing. Now, granted, blocking-wise, he's going to have to continue to develop in that area. But, bro, he's good enough. Bro, he's been starting multiple games, and he's actually way more than holding his own. He's actually just as productive as Dallas Goedert. I'm not going to say more because Goddard's obviously the better blocker. But he's just as, like, the production is not really much of a drop-off. I don't think there's really a drop-off at all. I think we got 2 all-pro tight ends, to be honest with you. Like, Calcaterra got to continue to develop in the blocking, but we got 2 all-pros. Like, I'm keeping it real. Like, yo, I'm passing. If I'm Howie, yo, maybe draft somebody that's reliable, could block a little better. I'm passing that baton when it's all said and done and Goddard has to leave. I want Goddard to stay for as long as possible, like I said. But if he has to leave, that baton going straight to my guy, Calcaterra. I'm just keeping it real with you. You know what I mean? Cam Jurgens played fucking lights out. Amazing game from Cam Jurgens, man. It's crazy as hell how this man could be an all-pro right guard and a center. Not putting him on Kelsey level yet, but this man, he's outstanding. That whole O-line, Mulata, and Greg Olsen, dumbass. Yeah, we could switch motherfucking Michael Parsons over to Jordan Mulata's side to see if he can get some success. Motherfucker, Jordan Mulata, if not the best left tackle, is #2. Matter of fact, since Trent Williams been injured, he's the best left tackle in football without question. So, like, either way, you fucked. You go against Lane Johnson, the best right tackle of all time, you fucked. You go against Jordan Mulata, who's the best left tackle in the league right now, you still fucked. You ain't got nowhere to go. So, like, for him to say that dumbass shit, like, yo, bro, you understand how great, nigga, Jordan Mulata is a first-team all-pro talent. Like, no, it's not even a question. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's all I have to say about the offense. The offense was smooth. I don't have a problem too much with the play call. I thought maybe we got a little bit too run-happy at times. But I really like what I saw. I don't have no complaints about the offense. There's nothing else for me to say. So, let's start talking about the defense, okay? So, trying to figure out. Zach Bond had a good game. I did not know Nakobe Dean was going to be out this game. So, Oren Burks, I think he had a forced fumble or a fumble recovery, something like that. He might have had let me see something real quick. He might have had. By the way, congratulations to Eric Allen for also making being a Hall of Fame semifinalist. So, former Eagle when we used to wear Kelly Green on a regular basis. So salute to Eric Allen for going to the Hall of Fame. Or being a Hall of Fame semifinalist, I should say. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what else I wanted to say. Was there anything else? Nah, I don't remember what the fucking point was. Whatever, I'm moving on. So, Jordan Davis played really, really good. I think he had a fumble recovery as well. So shout out to Jordan Davis. And then Greg Olsen was like, yeah, he probably didn't have it, but like, you know, when they was moving in a pile, I'm like, yo, shut up. Like that's why we hate your ass. That's the reason. You fucking suck. That's the fucking reason. Because you be called some bullshit. That ass. Nolan Smith played fantastic. I think he had a forced fumble too. I think he had a forced fumble that led to, no, it was the Gene that recovered. I think it was in the fourth quarter. Nolan Smith, man, salute to you, brother. Like, you are improving. Like, people started comparing him to BG. I'm like, I'm going to put that on hold right now. But I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Like, Nolan Smith, man, he sooner or later, he could be a starter. Not right now. I'm not ready just yet. But his growth, that's a credit to Vic Fangio, the linebacker coaches, and, well, he's the edge rusher, whatever. But that's a credit to the whole staff, and that's also a credit to Fangio for helping this young man develop, helping everybody on this team develop. And you look at how good Nakobe Dean is. You know what I mean? So Burks actually held his own. Again, I like Trotter to get more playing time, but, you know, Burks held his own. He wasn't perfect, but he held his own in my opinion. I'm trying to think of what else. Jomo made some plays. What else I want to say? Jelix Hunt made some plays. Vaughn played outstanding as always. Quinn, I didn't really hear too much from him. Cooper DeJean, I think, got a fumble recovery. He had a good punt return one point in time. Hey, Charles Gardner-Johnson, we need to start getting this man because I hear a lot of people was chastising him about him talking too much and costing his team with his ejection. I don't hear congratulations as loud. And that kind of low-key pisses me off. It's like, okay, listen, criticize the man for, you know, maybe contributing to us losing that game because he's a huge piece to our back end. But I need to hear the damn, you know, 2 interceptions, a pick six for like 60-something yards. Yo, get this man his credit. I want to hear the credit just as loud as like I heard the bashing out loud. I heard the criticism out loud. I want to hear the congratulations to be himself. By the way, shout out to A.J. Brown because he threw the ball in the stands. And then he gave it back to Tanner McKee, and he let the dude know that, hey, like, I'll sign the game jersey for you. So that was really cool to AJ, bro. He's a diva, man. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You just mad because he ain't on y'all motherfucking team. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up. All y'all bitch-ass crybabies. Trade AJ Brown. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, my God. AJ Brown's a cancer. He threw his quarterback under the bus. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Anyway, moving forward, because I'm in a good one. I don't want to dwell on negativity. But yeah, I need to hear the congratulations and I need to hear the props just as loud as I heard the criticisms of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I need to hear it, okay? Because I don't like how y'all was, yeah, you can't do that. Da. But when it came to him having a great game, y'all was I heard fucking crickets. I want to hear the congratulations just as loud as I heard the fucking chastising, okay? Now. Or chastening. Whatever. I don't fucking remember. I'm trying to think about what else I want to say right now. Who else? Blankenship made some plays. Slay made some plays. I think that's pretty much it, man. And then Elliott, he made his kicks. That's all I really want to talk about. That's it. So here's how we're going to do this moving forward. Oh, yeah. By the way, I thought it was funny as hell how... See, Jalen Carter's smart. He remembered what happened with that dude from Washington, how he flopped. Matter of fact, Jalen Carter been doing that, but it was very smart for Jalen Carter to flop when Terrence Steele pushed him to get the penalty. I thought that was fucking G's. All right, man, that's all I got to say, man. Like, listen, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This video's out, and I'm going to keep it real. Unless something crazy happens, I'll put, like, some content skits out or whatever, or maybe, like, some discussions about it on TikTok or whatever. But I'm not making a video on the Giants, who basically, they dumbasses lost #1 pick, which is nothing I'm very, very happy about. They dumbass ain't got the #1 pick, so no Shador for you motherfuckers. But yeah, so I gotta say, congratulations to the Eagles once again for being the NFC East champs. Hopefully Saquon gets the record. I'll probably, like I said, I'm not doing a full-on video. That I will be taking a break. We will do some kind of other content like the button or some shit, but I'm not, as far as like the full-on content, like I've been doing, I'm not doing that shit, all right? So, that's it, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I hope y'all had a terrific Christmas. The Eagles, we back, man. We the best team in the NFL, hands down. So, that's it. That's all I got to say. Enjoy the rest of y'all work week. I'm out of here. Peace! Hey!